Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another Pit Stop SNG video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. Before we get started with this video, and this video is going to be about my burgers and beer group build, Torino that I'm building. It'll be part 3 and maybe, just maybe, it might be the reveal also. Anyhow, before we get started with that, I would like to thank all my subscribers and all the new subscribers that I have acquired in the last couple of weeks. I really do appreciate you guys stopping by, checking my channel out, and I hope you stay for a while because as people will tell you that I treat my my subscribers pretty good at Christmas time. Anyhow, in this video, I'm going to show you all the components of the interior, all decals and whatever. And then I'm going to show you a close-up of the instrument cluster because I'm really proud of that. And then I am going to show you a little bit of well, it's not going to be little because the way I got to fix it. I'll explain that in the video. Anyhow, with all of that being said, let's get down to the bench, right down there, and let's see what's going on. We'll be right back. Bye. Okay, boys and girls, we're down here at the bench again, and I'm going to show you all the stuff that I have accomplished on the interior parts. And also, I'm going to show you the hood, which is done in flat black and then with a semi-gloss clear over that. And same thing with the rear louvers, or blinds, whatever you want to call them. Anyhow, found out what some of those decals meant. Some of them were not pertaining to this particular build. They were pertaining to the twister build. So, you see this on the headrest, right there, is the cobra, the snake. And so there's one of those on each of the front seats. And then on the door panels, or door cards as you guys call them, right here is another one, another cobra snake. And since there was a very little detailing on this, what I did do was I added some speaker grills. So we put the looks like maybe those might be 6-inch speaker grills, and then on the interior tub I gave them some 6x9s back there. So this interior is ready to go together. I'm going to show you the instrument cluster here next, and then we can get going on the rest of this, and then I'll give you the bad news. Here's the shifter. Now if I can hold it there, along the side here is where one of those Hearst decals goes, and then the other one goes on the opposite side. And then I don't know, they put the shift pattern on the top of the shifter. Well, maybe, yeah, maybe it was on there. I'm thinking back when my car had this type, but before it had this type, it had the ball, and the ball had the shift pattern. Anyhow, I got to finish the decals on that, and I got to finish the decals on the steering wheel, which I showed you earlier. And there that is. And once those two items are done, this interior is finished. I have a few more parts to paint. We got the outside mirrors here. We got a couple of horns here. Here's the battery, and then the firewall. And I think that's going to be all for the painting part. So, with that being said, let's continue on here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to complete the interior with the dashboard As you can see, I've got all the decals that are supposed to be on the dashboard are on the dashboard. I have my speedometer up here, instrument cluster down here, the radio down there, and Cobra word right there in the corner. And also the brake pedal has the decal on it also. So, with all of that being said, that's pretty much what we have left to do on this, except for the bad news I'm going to give you now. Okay guys, we are back down at the bench now, and let me show you what's going on with the bad news. Now, in the last video, I showed you the color on the car, which is that grabber blue, and I really like the color. But, and I don't know if this happens to anybody else that uses scale finishes, and I don't know why it even happened to me, but you can see right there, and right there, and right there, and right there, the paint just chipped. And I am not a body, oops, I'm not a body person, so I really don't know how to fix that other than to shoot the whole car again. I did wet sand it so I get all the compound off of it, and I'm ready to shoot this again. The only thing I don't know how I'm going to get rid of these mars or scratches or whatever you call those back there. It's too bad because the paint job on this came out really nice. But so anyhow, that's what I need to do. And like I said, you guys see how I handle this. I either pick it up like this or I pick it up like this. So I really don't know how these chip marks happened. Alright, well, let me get this painted, and if I get it painted and it looks good after it's painted, and I go through the process of either clearing it or doing the wax and compound and all of that stuff. So we'll see in a few minutes how this is going to look. Alright guys and gals, we're back down at the bench here, and I'm going to show you the interior that is totally complete. If you remember at the beginning of the video, I showed you this list of decals that has to go into the interior. Well, guess what? They're all there. So let me give you a little close-up situation here. A little bit too close, there you go. Alright, as you can see, the spokes on the steering wheel and the center of the steering wheel have been decaled. And I don't know how good you're going to be able to see that, but if you look hard enough on the shifter, there you go, you can see that pretty good. The Hurst decal is there. And also, I know you're not going to be able to see this because of the light situation. Hold on. Let me see if this will work. Trying to get some more light in there. Oh yeah, there you go. Well, you can see partially anyhow on the side of the shifter. You can see the Hurst is on there also. So, this was a lot of decals, and I was really amazed that I was able to do it because I could hardly see those little puppies. Especially the ones on the side of the shifter. It's like they should have made the print a little bit darker. Anyhow, here's my interior. It is totally finished, and I think it looks really good, and I'm very proud that I was able to get all those decals on there. Also, I did put the decals on my tires. Back this out. As you can see here, and on this side, I just need to blacken the rims up a little bit. Well, I thought that I was going to be able to finish this in this video. Unfortunately, I decided to repaint the car, and as you can see, it is in primer right now. I'm using white primer this time around, but I'm also going to change companies for the top coat. I was using scale finishes, and I had an issue with one of my other models that I did that I had a couple of chip marks on there. Don't know how those happened, but I am going to go with my favorite, which is MCW. grab a blue, and that should be here tomorrow or Saturday. Today's Thursday. Yeah, probably Saturday. When I get that, this will get painted, and then we'll do the final assembly. With all that being said, hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage out for now. Toodles!